those interested in the Batman figures, you can look forward to yet another review. For those that don't like the Batman figures, oh, so sorry. But today's toy spot, we're going to be looking at the Batman's Killer Croc figure. This comes to us from Shadowtek. Now, you probably are saying to yourself, hey, wait a minute, you've already reviewed this Killer Croc, and I have and haven't, but we'll get into that when I open up the figure. If we look at the packaging first, we've got the Shadowtek logo down there, nice yellow with the gray. It's cybernetic looking computer. On the back of the packaging, we've got Killer Croc with his gimmick, his feature. One thing interesting is the fact that you'll notice that there's no paint application done on the descriptions here versus the figure here, and there is a reason for that. But again, I'll get into that when I open up the figure. The other figures in the wave, there's Flamethrower Robin, Killer Moth, there is a X-Bow Batman, there's Shadowrang Batman, Citizen Wayne to Batman, and Samurai Slash Batman. So a good plethora of repaints and remolds. At least you get the Killer Moth though and the Robin. I think those are the better figures of the wave. But there's packaging on Killer Croc. Let's get this guy opened up and we will get a closer look at the figure. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go. So here we have Killer Croc now out of his packaging. You'll notice that he's sporting a rather interesting green kind of what looks to be glow in the dark. I don't think it is though, but it looks to be a similar glow in the dark paint kind of splashes all on his body. Not much though on his back. Now again, I mentioned that I had already reviewed this guy, and the reason why I'm reviewing him yet again is if I bring in the original Killer Croc, you'll notice that yes, in fact, it is a direct repaint. There is nothing different about it. Actually, I wouldn't even say it's a repaint. It's pretty much the exact same figure, other than the fact that they've put some slime, like I said, some paint application on him. Normally, I wouldn't have picked up this figure. I would have just stayed with the original Killer Croc. But the fact that he, you know, he was in the sewer and there was some scenes where he had slime and stuff on him, I thought, you know what? I saw him in the store. I think this figure was probably like $2 or $3 at the time, and I thought, you know what? I've already got this one, but I'll pick up this one anyways, and that way, you know, there's a bit of a variation. But yeah, there's nothing aside from the slime. The eyes are exactly the same. The scar is the same. Vest is the same. Same. Although it looks like the vest is just a slight bit darker, just a slight bit. The one thing though that I found interesting is if you look at the original Killer Croc that I did, I was mentioning the gimmick on the back. There's a little tail thing that you can move back and forward. I mean, it was very unimpressive. I mean, there was nothing cool about it really. The one thing about the Shadowtek Killer Croc with the repaint is that, and I had him working well, his tail seems to work a little bit better. See? That's basically his gimmick though, in a nutshell. But I mean, really not much else to say about the figure. If you have this figure, you probably don't need to get this figure. If you have this figure, vice versa, you probably don't need to get this figure. If you are a completionist or you're just crazy like me, you probably will pick up both. I would say though the better figure to get is the one without the paint, just because, you know, to me that's Killer Croc. But definitely though, I mean, don't shy away too much from this one, especially if you find this guy in a bin and you don't have this one. I would definitely say pick up this guy. But there you have a toy spot. Not really a long one today, but there you have a toy spot on the Batman's Shadowtek Killer Croc with the new glow-in-the-dark slime paint scheme. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and with that, I'll catch you guys next time.